Hello and welcome to my new channel. If you are a member of Tabletop Crafters Guild on Facebook or follow me on Instagram, you might have seen the little robots I started creating recently. In this video I'm gonna show you how I built one of them. So without messing about, let's begin. For the main body of my robot I decided to use this spray bottle nozzle. Its shape kinda reminded me of R2-D2, so I knew I wanted to go in that direction. I didn't quite like the flat top of the nozzle, so I found this round piece of plastic, and it was just perfect shape and size, so I glued it on the top. For the legs of my droid I used those shower curtain gliders. The holes in the bottle nozzle and gliders almost perfectly aligned. So I used lollipop stick to piece it all together. The bottom of the bottle nozzle was slightly too long for the legs to slide in, so I trimmed it down with my crafting knife. If you wondered about all of those cuts on my fingers, well, wonder no more. I marked and cut the lollipop stick, then glued it all together. The bottle nozzle had those rectangular protrusions on the side, so I used pieces of this fancy zip tie to fill them in. It added some extra detail, but also made attaching the arms much easier. Another zip tie. Those end bits make excellent arms and leg sockets. I used wire for the armature for his arms. Beads. Speaking of beads, I thought I would mention that the whole idea for creating these tiny robots, as well as some materials and techniques used in this build, were directly inspired by another YouTube channel called Billy Making Stuff. Billy's got some awesome videos on making those robots out of beads, so if you're not familiar, make sure to go and check it out. Capri Sun straw. I always make sure to choose a wire made out of soft metal. It allows me to bend the arms easily and lock them in the desired position. Now it was time to choose some kind of hands for my little droid. And looking through my bits box, I found these small plastic gears that were inside alarm clock, and I couldn't help myself not to give him buzz saws for his hands. I cut some wall plugs to attach gears to his arms. It's always a good idea to start with a longer piece of wire and keep it that way until you finally decide how you want to end your arms and legs. I glued a spare wall plug cutoff to his back for some extra detail. At this point I decided he needs another set of arms. This time I built them entirely out of beads. And for hands I used another pieces that I found in an alarm clock. They kinda look like little drills, so I thought they would go nicely with the buzz saws. That's the base done, now time for some details. The pieces I'm using now I found either inside of an alarm clock or an old telephone that I've taken apart. If you're ever planning to build tiny robots of your own, make sure to get some zip ties. Seriously, get some zip ties. I use tiny crafting jams for some rivets. They instantly make every robot look better with no effort at all. For the last pass of details, I use pieces of alarm clock's arm. To be fair, any pieces of plastic would do. I don't know, something like zip tie? And that's the build done. Now, time for some paint. First, I sprayed everything with silver paint. To be fair, if I had a choice, I would have gone for matte black instead, but the silver paint is the only one I had at home. Next, I mixed those two paints and cover everything in the layer of rust. This bright orange color looks kind of ridiculous at the minute, but I'm planning to soak everything in a black wash, so I have to keep it light for now. I'm trying to be very thorough and fill all the gaps. When the rust layer is dry, I cover everything in grey. This time, however, I'm not trying to be very accurate. I want the rust to show, especially around the edges. My homemade black wash. It's just watered down black paint with some washing up liquid. And the last step is adding some bumps and scratches with this acrylic paint marker. And done. I must say I'm quite happy with how it turned out. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to see more, please remember to subscribe, and if there is anything particular you would like to see me build, just drop me a comment below. I'm always looking for ideas. Thanks again and I hope to see you next time.